Good morning and welcome back to Incompetence Rising, everyone's favorite show that nobody has heard about. Okay, so we're gonna get back into it. Where we left off, we've successfully escaped the prison with Fergus and everyone else died. It was a cool. So, we are on our way to a fancy-dancy resistance base, I guess underneath Berlin. Let's do it. Hello. And down we go. Whee! Man, I dropped my phone in the water, and it stops working. I drop my earbuds in the water, and they stop working. I dive into the water with a fancy-dancy 1960s German-made laser cutter, and it works just fine. Hello.
Hold me, I'm freezing.
Max! Oh, Mr. Max.
Put him down, Max. Gently.
Please, Captain. This is Klaus. He's on our side. Used to be a Nazi, but not anymore.
How is this possible? We're in the very center of Berlin. You're hiding in plain sight.
It's the last place they would look at.
Will they not hear us?
Best to keep your voice down then, yeah?
Fuck me. B.J. Blazkowicz. I should have known only you would be dumb enough to do a daytime entry.
Lady.
Glad to have you back, Fergus.
Caroline, you're alive.
If you call shitting in a bag living, 3 pulverized vertebrae. You?
Head trauma, 4 inches of cast iron shrapnel right in the conch. Still in there.
Severed colon, septic shock, shattered pelvis.
Memory loss, flashbacks, 14 years in a loony bin.
Good to see you, William.
That's a good dick measuring contest we just had there.
What can you do?
What are you doing here?
Pleased to see you too, Tekla.
You're supposed to be dead, Fergus Reed. You've been gone for 3 months. Stupid anomaly. People don't come back from Eisenwald. And you, long since off the books. I've heard stories about you. I was told you died in 1946. Misinformation, always. You, I don't even know who you are. We're variable. Well, none of this has been accounted for. I will have to revise my whole model. Thank you very much.
I'm sorry to
I am
inconvenience you
hearing
by being
interesting
alive.
things out of London. I have a folder marked Project Whisper, but someone has borrowed it. Klaus, I believe it was. Can you find it and bring it to me, would you please, Captain? Now that you are here, I think we can do great things.
Hey, I'm really glad that I'm going to be, the key to this whole resistance surviving.
Anything out of London,
But the biggest issue that I have with all of this is that I'm the only one who will do anything.
Can I do typewriter?
You know how to type.
Yes. My parents thought I should learn.
Ah, for you to take dictation, prescriptions and such.
Not really. It was useful during my time at the University of London for my doctorate in archaeology.
Leave me alone, all right?
Then the Blitz came.
I don't know you,
And I had to go back.
and I'm not looking to make friends.
I was only 16.
I'm sorry to hear that, buddy. Oh my god, this is going to be a lot of reading, so honestly, I'm probably just going to skim over this part. Finally, the British tyranny comes to an end. London, June 21st, 1948. As if blessed by the sun, the German flag hung high this morning over Buckingham Palace to mark the end of a tyrannical monarchy which has plagued the earth for centuries. Field Marshal Gerolf Feinbaum, who led the British invasion, cautioned that armed resistance is to be expected, but the majority of the British people will soon realize that they've been fooled by the British government's warmongering leaders. Following the surrender, the whole of the Commonwealth now falls under German rule, and the remaining armies have been ordered to stand down. Neat.
Please.
Moscow in flames. Stockholm, March 16th, 1945. The Red Army were forced to retreat last night from a Moscow engulfed in flames following a week-long German bomb raid. The barrage of mortar fire heard throughout the night well into the early Thursday morning seems to have obliterated what was left of the inner parts of the city, and yet there has been no word of the whereabouts of either Joseph Stalin or his high command. Prisoners escape Eisenwald. Berlin, October 13th, 1960. Early morning, a small group of prisoners escaped from Eisenwald prison. The prisoners were described by the police as highly dangerous murderers, rapists, and degenerates. They advised the public to stay alert for people displaying deviant behavior and report anything that may help track the track down these individuals. How do you already have a newspaper clipping when I escaped like 30 minutes ago? Victory in Asia. Berlin, July 8th, 1948. Early Monday morning, a special assault team launched an attack on the last stronghold of the People's Liberation Army. Within hours, the Republic of China surrendered unconditionally. Experts commented that the Japanese government now have no choice but to give up their territorial claims in Asia. Sources close to Field Marshal claim that a plan is being drawn up for both China and Japan, which will transition the two countries into servant states with separate governments and military. These states will, of course, be supremely governed by the superior German Empire. Well, at least one good thing came out of this. The commies are all dead.
Are you deaf? I'm busy.
Shut the fuck up,
Jerk.
asshole. The Red Surrender. Moscow, December 12th, 1946. The cold Russian winter bites hard, but one could not tell by looking at the rosy, smiling faces of the victorious German army and the liberated Russian people. The last battle against the Red Army took place in Izhevsk, something like that, following their month-long campaign to seize the Russian capital. A campaign which, after numerous setbacks and hundreds of civilian casualties, caused the Russian people to turn against their own army. With nightly bomb raids by the German Air Force and the Red Army's military factories and in the Ural region. It was merely a matter of time before the Russian forces would start to lose their morale. The murderous tyrant Joseph Stalin is yet to be found, but there are rumors circulating that he may have been assassinated by his own men. There's still more. Regime crosses the Atlantic. Vancouver, January 3rd, 1947. Earlier this week, a German submarine was sunk in the Cobalt Strait just a few miles off the coast of Cape North. Today, hundreds of ships crossed the Atlantic and the first German troops set foot on Canadian soil. Now is the time to be brave, said the Prime Minister in an emergency radio broadcast. It's now or never. Our boys at the front line need your support to defend our homeland, to defend our freedom. Royal Air Force down but not out. Liverpool, June 25th, 1945. The Royal Air Force suffered a major defeat yesterday at the Battle of Liverpool. Though major losses were reported on both sides, the RAF were forced to retreat after losing more than two-thirds of their fighters. But even when faced with overwhelming odds, our brave boys in the skies continued to fight for king and country. This fighting spirit may be what constitutes the very essence of Englishness. Us Englishmen will fight until the very end, said a corner shop owner trying to put out a fire raging inside St. Luke's Church. And I'll be damned if I'll let some Jerry come here and tell us what to do. Was this man channeling the spirit of RAF pilot Jameson? Jameson, who was shot down above Liverpool yesterday, burst out of his burning wreckage, his body on fire and only armed with a pistol, and killed 4 German paratroopers before finally succumbing himself. Even as the enemy stands at our doorstep, the RAF will go to hell and back to kick them out of England. Jolly good, boys. I already read this one. Yeah, I already read that one. Triumph in the East. Berlin, April 4th, 1947. It was a devastating defeat for the Red Army when the German flag was raised on the western side of the River Volga this morning. In a statement to our reporter on site, Field Marshal Frederick Rieder said that the victory is not only thanks to our hard-working and dedicated troops, but also the result of a new weapon that was deployed for the first time in battle. The Panzerhund is a mechanical, autonomous beast of war that cannot feel fear and cannot feel remorse. It is the purest form of killing machine, and it will tear the Russians apart, limb by limb.
On the second floor. He should have the folder for...
Last light in England. Paris, September 17th, 1951. The stalwart resistance of the brave people of London has been quelled, claim sources inside London. After the August uprising, which had seemed like a turning point for the resistance fighters, the German tyrants unleashed their latest machine of oppression, a monstrous thing called the London Monitor. Eyewitnesses reports describe the fighting as a massacre, with the cobblestone streets drenched in the blood of brave resistance fighters, crushed or gunned down by the giant machine. German elite combat units then proceeded to move from block to block, systematically taking out the last remnants of freedom fighters.
Project Whisper.
I heard you were looking for the Project Whisper folder. It's not here. Obviously.
You have anything to read? You have so many papers. I'd love to read them all. There's nothing I love more than reading. You listening to me, bitch? Okay. Your organization is terrible. Fuck you.
I need that folder.
Also, you're rude.
See if you can find it. It's called Project Whisper. Talk to Klaus.
Max, ich suche schon die ganze Zeit nach dem Hammer. Hast du ihn gesehen?
Make Oz.
You know about before, going off on you like that's a force of habit.
No worries, Johnny Cowboy. It's not the first time it happens.
Yeah, perhaps you should consider removing them tattoos.
I will, in time. I was, as you Americans say, all wet when I got them. And I'm sorry to say it was a very proud moment of my life. I want removing them to be an even prouder moment. No more Nazis, no more tattoos.
So long as you don't get in the way of me killing Nazis, we'll see eye to eye. Caroline's looking for a document folder, Project Whisper.
Max doesn't speak English very well, but he does know Project Whisper. It's a risky business operation. He knows it will cost us to pull it out. Max doesn't like violence. He doesn't want to see anyone get hurt. Alles in Ordnung, mein Sohn. Wir werden für dich kämpfen.
Caroline said you borrowed the folder. Do you have it here?
I did take it 2 days ago, but I put it back. Go to the ground floor. The folder should be in the drawer in a desk in her room, where I left it. Make a looky-loo in Caroline's room. The folder should be inside a desk.
Must be Max's room. What is Max hiding in there? Is that the Project Whisper folder? Either need a crowbar or find a way around. This room looks empty. Maybe we could sleep in here. Could use some shut-eye.
Oop. More stuff. America surrenders. Washington, December 24th, 1948, speaking to the American people in the falling snow on Christmas Eve, the President of the United States declared the government's total surrender to the German army. The announcement comes just days after the atomic bomb was dropped on New York. This final act of violence may have saved millions of lives that would have resulted from a land invasion of America, said the German leader. In a press statement following the announcement, I applaud the president for taking such a brave decision. After the president's speech, a spectacular show was put on by the invading troops parading down the streets of Washington to the roaring sound of German jet fighters passing by overhead. Even more spectacular were the massive mechanical beasts known as Panzerhunden, or armored dogs, hulking over the crowds. Japan pushed back. Another threat approaches. Changqing, March 7th, 1948. It was a proud moment for the Republic of China and the People's Liberation Army as the Japanese were pushed back into Hubei province. Yet from the north another dark menace approaches with a swift pace. The German army has overthrown the brave Russian Empire and is now moving towards China. During a rousing speech earlier today, the Chinamen spoke of the faith of the Chinese people. A unified China cannot be defeated, he said. A unified China cannot be conquered. A unified China will never surrender. Atomic bomb hits America. Paris, December 21st, 1948. The largest bomb ever invented was dropped 13 hours ago on New York City, largely decimating Manhattan and killing over 200,000 people. It is an atomic bomb, said our great leader in a radio broadcast. Speech to the public, 20,000 times more powerful than the biggest bomb ever created. But more than a bomb, this is a warning to the American people. Ah, my God. You know what? We'll continue reading this wall later.
What the fuck?
Seems to be in order.
Well, that was an adventure. I'm glad I took the time to do that. Nightmare. Nightmare? Nightmare.
Dreaming. Strange dream. The
What the
killing never
fudge?
stops. Till I die.
This is strange. All these locked. You know, I never played the originals, so I'm assuming this is vaguely what they were supposed to look like. It'd be easy to get turned around. Everything looks the same. Sorry, I keep slapping my mouse into my keyboard. No, can't break those. Can I shoot them? Nope. What's the point of this room? Heal up. I wonder how big this is. Like, is there an end to this dream? Okay, I'm gonna have to run back and get some more health. So, this way? Nope. Nope. Where's all that health? I'm gonna wind up skimming over some of this. Nope. Oh, there it is. Okay, I found the health. We're good. Seriously, how big is this? Is there a map? Nope, no map. What the hell was that? That didn't work. Well, that was something. Okay, I know the folder is in Max's room, but I'm going to look in here first. Hello. Well, I guess the only thing to find in there right now was the map. That's okay. What is this, a puzzle? I'm too retarded for puzzles. Fuck it. Old Billy Blazkowicz needs a nap. Oh. A health upgrade. For napping? Hell yeah. Yeah, just checking. Nothing weird. I'm not weird. You're weird.
I'm busy. Can't you see I'm working?
Alright, it's probably upstairs with the tools, and I'm retarded and just missed it. Yep, just retarded. Really.
Max, I really need you to step aside. Max, bitte. Geht zur Seite. Das ist wichtig.
Max, komm her! Komm an! Alles in Ordnung. Alles wird gut sein. Sorry. I should have known you would have taken it. Nein, nein, nein. Okay. Schlaf, Kindlein, schlaf. Der Vater dich ja.
Your tale is tragic, Klaus. Your tale is tragic.
Much obliged, Captain Blaskovich. You ready for an assignment? Friends and comrades, this is it. Project Whisper. It's been in development for years. A helicopter aircraft. The Nazis have found a way to make it virtually silent in flight and undetectable by means of radar. Anya has decrypted the Nazi chatter out of London and located the only 3 prototypes
You're a
in existence
psychiatrist.
at the London Nautica research facilities there.
A sexy one, but, you know, still.
We are finally strong enough to strike at the operations. The days of scurrying like rats are over. With these machines in our possession, we can go anywhere, hit anything. We will rebuild the Kreisau Circle, arm ourselves to the hilt. We will rise up and take down Death's head for good. They think the war is over, that we are weak, beaten, don't have the guts to oppose them. And as always, they are wrong.
I've got a 14-hour drive. I've got a sinus infection. I haven't had a full night's sleep in 8 months. So let's go, people. Because I'm not doing this again.
You've got balls of steel, Bobby Brown.
Stop. I just want to get this over with.
Randy! Beruhig dich! Hanson! Die Papiere bitte. Danke. Sie können passieren. Anita!
I will. Fucking Nazi twit. This big
I remember
fucking
driving one of
disgraceful
those.
building is a London Nautica. This used to be downtown London. Used to be fighting in the streets over here. I mean, furious, unrelenting resistance. And then the Nazis brought in a London Monitor and everything went to shit from there. They just do whatsoever they please now. They just fucking leveled everything and erected this fucking monstrosity. It's a top Nazi research facility, this is. Aviation, space, all kinds of evil shit transpiring. Caroline and the other pilots should be over the radio tower by now, you see it. Anya's operating the radio back in Berlin. You can reach him using this.
That's a hell of a range.
This is where you get off. So long, Blazkowicz. You make this count, all right?
wonder who that was a statue of. You know, you'll never feel like the good guy if you're using suicide bombers. Do-do-do-do-do-do. And then we do the thing. Who are you? Dead. That's who you are. Nope. Damn it. Oh, come on. Okay, so, I tried to sprint and do the thing, and it did not work out because I'm a silly goose. Okay, so that's where I'm going. We're gonna go... Whee! Fuck you.
William, I'm looking at blueprints of the building. It's a long way to the top.
There we go. How did you... Fuck you. And you. Yeah, how did you not already sound the alarm? Like, what was the point in not sounding the alarm? That should have been the first thing you did, instead of waiting until you see someone after you've been blown to hell.
That Bobby's death will not be in vain.
Wind's coming on hard like. Picked the wrong day for that, I think.
What? Where? Aha. It was hiding from me. Can't hide from me forever, unless it does. Then it can. Ow. So that was cool. was the most effective use of a grenade I've gotten out of this game so far. Hey, does Strauss like Death's Head's real name or something? Ooh.
Inside the moon dome is a door to the maintenance section. Look for a door on the outer wall near to the top of the dome.
Let's try the new rifle. That feels nice. So something I'm looking for is going to be in here. You're down. Who else? Oh, man. Damn it. Man, I am just terrible right now. Thank you. Bum, bum, bum. That works. Now where? Okay, so you're in here. Wherever you are. Hold on. Easy beast. I sure can. Ah. I need to get over there. Which means... What was I looking for? I already forgot. Is it over here? Aha. I got a funny idea. That'll fucking do it. Something else here? No? Cool. Pardon me, gentlemen. I'm on a murder mission. A mission for murder. Thank you. Borrow that. Take this. Kill that guy right in his face. Murder mission. Really? There, I have a laser.
Look for a hatch on the wall. It's the access tunnel to the elevator shaft. Hopefully the elevators haven't suffered any damage from the blast.
Yeah, hopefully. Be a real freaking shame if they did. Am I just jumping? I'm pretty sure I'm on the counter. Wait. Whee! It's funny because they were just talking about how, oh, there's 4 safety brakes. Nothing could possibly go wrong with this elevator. I am what went wrong.
I think I found something.
What do you see?
Ancient artifacts. Highly technological in nature.
Better,
Parchment.
it's a Wendy's.
Looks like Hebrew. I think the Nazis are trying to reverse engineer all this stuff.
Are there any identifying marks?
Doth? You should. Dog, Abel, apostrophe. Abel, Tara, space, yoke, item, Charlie, Hal, Uncle Dog.
Might be something in our archives, Anya. See if you can find any references.
You know,
to
we
Don
have a
Yeshua.
standardized
Will
phonetic
do.
alphabet.
Be careful out there.
Was it different back then?
I like her, Blasco.
I'll have to look that up.
Good catch. Be sure to bring as much of this Don Yeshua stuff as you can carry.
Will do.
Alright, folks. I have had a grand old time killing Nazis, sneaking through bases, finding ancient Jewish artifacts. But it's time for me to go. So, I'm gonna log off here, and I hope y'all have a wonderful time, and I'll catch y'all on a sunnier day. Adios.